The past few weeks have been filled to the brim with no for Meghan Markle and her little prince. Some of those no's that have been served up, at least for public consumption, are quite cold. Let's explore a few of them. In no particular order, let's start with Ranker's list of 2023's most disliked celebrities. Who was there at the top of the list, the very number one, the person who would inspire most of us to say, "Nah," if we were offered the chance to meet them? Meghan Markle, followed at number 2 by hapless husband Harry. I must say, I'm baffled by some of the people on this most disliked list, who, for example, doesn't like Beyoncé. But I think it's worth noting that the very top number 1 disliked Meghan Markle is followed at number 10 by Bill Cosby, a convicted rapist, at number 23 by Donald Trump Jr., the famously unhinged son of an insurrectionist, and at number 45 by Armie Hammer, a noted cannibal. And Meghan Markle tops them all. Can you imagine? The next no I'll mention is from Amazon's podcast partner, Audible. It has been several months since Spotify sacked the Duke and Duchess, and recently a report surfaced saying that Meghan Markle is, quote, thrilled, unquote, about being on the verge of signing her first major deal since the sacking, this one with Audible. Audible reported back, according to an Audible spokesperson, the company is not and never has been in negotiations with Meghan Markle. Shades of Meghan, or her people, floating the idea that she was on the verge of signing a deal with Dior, and Dior quickly disabusing that notion of Meghan's as well. Then there was the Kim Kardashian birthday party. Now, I read the reports of her 43rd birthday party not carefully, but from the perspective of other recent Kardashian-Markle reports. The matriarchs of the Kardashian and Markle clans, Kris and Doria, are cozying up to each other. There is breathless speculation that the Markles were to make a cameo on the Kardashian television show. So when I saw the guest list for Kim's birthday, well, the sisters were there, of course, and another Kim, Kimora Lee Simmons, along with Lauren Sanchez and Hailey Bieber, and hell, Ivanka Trump was there. But among the satin-draped and spangled celebrities, not one sparkle from one sequin on Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle did not make the shortlist. So much for cozying up to the Kardashians? While we're on the subject of folks who are saying, or seeming to say, no to the Markles, what's going on with the Beckhams? Evidently the Beckhams have kept their distance from Montecito since Meghan accused Victoria of leaking stories about them, which, let's be oh so real, why would the A-list Beckhams leak against the wannabe Markles? Anyway, the accusation made David, quote, absolutely bloody furious, end quote. And since then, the Beckhams have very clearly been on Team Royal. Maybe the Beckham household and the royal household are cozy only as a matter of mutual interest. The king wants a celebrity of the status of David Beckham to lend his stardust to the Prince's Foundation, which provides skills training to young people, and David Beckham wants a knighthood. Maybe the hardworking and successful Beckhams just innately understand that affiliation with the regal adults will be better for their brand than letting the cranky California kids hang around. Then, there is one final no. This one is an old no, and was a long time coming, at least it was a long time coming into the public light. And it also sort of hinges around someone else the Markles think leaked about them. Apparently, back when Harry and Meghan did that ridiculous Oprah interview, Harry complained that his father had cut him off. Turns out the reason his father cut him off was that the errant son and his new wife, who had already departed the royal realm for parts west, were insistent about accusing one of Prince William's aides of leaking the news of their departure from the royal fold. They were both adamant and totally without evidence, and in any case they had already actually departed. Look, my knowledge of and interest in the intricacies of Harry's lawsuits against various British press outlets is limited. But my questions are many. Why was it presented as some sort of scandal that his father had cut off Harry in the first place? Harry was in his late 30s at the time and had never held a job in his life, and he was worth, according to sources, around 20 million when he ran away from home. Why was his father supposed to pony up an additional £700 a year in the first place? Most small families of 3, as they were at the time, now 4, could live comfortably for the rest of their lives on around 20 million. Could you? I could. Why is the removal of this funding being presented as a matter of the royal family trying to control the loose cannon Markles? Could the withdrawal of the funds have simply to do with the Sussexes not fulfilling their part of the departure bargain? Why is there the suggestion that the royal family was trying to use the withdrawal of this money to draw Harry and Meghan back into the royal fold? I mean, come on. Is there anyone who honestly believes the royal family wants these two back? Why are certain portions of the press asking the public to feel sorry that the ledgers of a really rich, dim-witted prince and the entitled actress he married were lightened by a £700 donation from Daddy they hadn't done anything at all to earn? Here is some unsolicited advice for Harry and Meghan. Downsize to a house that has, I don't know, 6 bathrooms instead of 14. Quit spending $75,000 on dresses that don't fit and you'll wear only once anyway. If you ever get another business deal, get off your asses and work a little harder at fulfilling your part of the bargain than you did for Spotify. I mean, yeah, if there was a leak from someone at the palace, then bad on the leaker, but for crying out loud, that's stale news at this point. Your brother's out there trying to end homelessness and save the planet. Your dad is headed to Kenya to try to address a colonial past so painful that the wounds are still bleeding after 70 years. When it comes to shitting on your family, Harry and Meg, just start telling yourself no. Do something with your lives that matters, because no one cares about the leaky old palace but you. If you like what we're doing here at The Authentig, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment, which makes the algorithm very happy. Thank you for watching.